story about Bark George. And here's George. And maybe you could hold him for me. So then hold him that way so they can see him. Okay. Bark, George. Can you bark? George's mother said, "Bark, George." And George said, "Meow." "No, George," said George's mother. "Cats go meow. Dogs go arf. Now bark, George." George went quack, quack. Again. "No, George," said George's mother. "Ducks go quack, quack. Dogs go..." "Now bark, George." George went oink. Oink, oink. "No, George," said George's mother. "Pigs go oink. Dogs go arf. Now bark, George." And George went moo. Well, George's mother took George to the vet. You know what a vet is? Yeah. Veterinary. Exactly. "I'll go to the bottom of this, and I'll get to the bottom of this," said the vet. "Now please bark, George." And George went meow. Well, the vet, he reached deep, deep down of George. He pulled him out deep, deep inside George and pulled out a cat. A cat.
Can you hold a cat?
Bark again. Bark again, George. George went quack, quack. So the vet, he reached deep, deep, deep down inside of George and pulled out a duck. Bow, bark again, George. So George went oink. The vet reached deep, 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 deep down inside of George and pulled out a pig.
Wow.
Oink. Bark again, George. So George went moo. And the vet put on his longest glove and he reached deep, 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 deep inside of George and out came the cow. So what's the vet do? He says, "Bark again, George." George went arf. George's mother was so thrilled that she kissed the vet, she kissed the cat, she kissed the duck and the pig and the cow. She kissed everyone. On the way home, she wanted to show George off. So she passed everybody on the street, and so she said to George, "George, bark, George. Bark for everybody, okay?" And what does George do? Hello. Oh no, George still doesn't know how to bark.
Now we pull out a person.
Yes, he needs to pull out a person. So he still is not barking, even though all these people, all the cow and the pig and the cat are all out of his tummy.
I have one other one.
And this is George.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's one story. Would you like to hear another one today?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Well,
about a
Papa
special
has a
story?
he just likes to tell.
How about one of Jack's favorite stories? It's about a little boy, and his name was...
Jack.
How about Bronco Billy? Yeah. Has anyone ever heard the story about Bronco Billy? No, I don't think you have, but I know one little boy's heard the story about Bronco Billy. So I'm going to tell it again because it's one of his favorite stories. There was a little boy, his name was Billy, and he was about 5 years old.
We're 5.
That's right, you're the same age as you.
5?
Yeah.
5.
the same age as you. And Billy was getting ready to have his next birthday, and what number would that be? 6, right. He was 5 years old. He's getting ready to have his 6th birthday coming up this weekend. So he came into dinner and was sitting there at the dinner table, and his mommy and daddy said, "Now, Billy, we got a big birthday coming up, your 6th birthday this weekend. We need to find out, what would you like for your birthday?" Thanks. Yeah, you can help it. And he thinks, and he thinks, and he goes, "I know what I want."
A fucking Bronco.
And his parents said, "Oh, Billy, those cost a lot of money, don't they? A horse costs a lot of money."
You know when you go to a rodeo? Yeah, those into Bronco.
Yeah, fucking Bronco. Fucking Bronco. So I said, "Billy, no, we don't have that much money." "Oh, Mom and Daddy, I've been doing all my chores. I've been picking up my room." "Now, do all of you help pick up your room for your Mom and Daddy?" Yeah. So Billy, he said, "I've been picking up my room, so I think I should get a bucket Bronco." And they said, "No, it costs a lot of money." "How about, since you've been picking up your room, we're going to get you a little puppy."
Oh.
Now, wouldn't you like a puppy?
No.
Yeah.
I was in the bouncy house.
Yeah, you'd like it. Yeah, so everybody said, "Yeah, I'd like to have a puppy." But,
What would I like? I would like to have a bouncy house.
so they said, turned to Billy and said, "Billy, how about a puppy?" And he goes,
No.
"No, what's the matter, Billy?" "I still want a bucking Bronco horse." And they go, "Oh, Billy, it just costs so much money. How about we'll get you a new little bicycle?"
No.
Wouldn't that be nice? Would you like a bicycle?
No.
Yeah.
Now we have a bicycle.
Yeah, well, then Billy didn't have one. So they said, "Well, Billy, what's the matter?" And Billy goes, "I still want a bucking Bronco pony." And they said, "Mom, sorry, we just don't have enough money. Why don't you finish your dinner and go to bed, and maybe in the morning we can talk about this again." So Billy goes to bed that night, and he has a dream. "I wish I had a bucking Bronco pony. Oh, I'd love to have a bucking Bronco pony." Kept dreaming, kept dreaming. Next morning, Mommy, she comes up, she wakes him up, said, "Billy, it's time for breakfast." So he goes, come downstairs, he's rubbing his eyes. He said, "Now, Billy, have you thought any more about what you want for breakfast? For your birthday?" He goes, his dad says, "Billy, you know what? I know you still want that bucking Bronco pony. Before you eat your breakfast, why don't you go out in the barn? I think I left my hat out in the barn. Would you go get it for me?" So Billy goes, "Okay." So he goes out to the barn. He opens the door, and he looks in the barn, and guess what he saw?
A bucking Bronco.
A bucking Bronco sitting there just for Billy. And he goes, "Oh, Daddy, Mommy, thank you so much."
No, didn't you say he forgot to turn off the light? Yeah.
Yep, he got to turn off the light. And the bucking Bronco. He got on the bucking Bronco. There was a special cowboy hat for him that had bucking Bronco Billy written on it. He puts on the hat.
No, then we have to box it.
No, that's another story. Yeah. So he gets on the bucking Bronco. He gets on the horse, he rides out of the barn, and he gets up on the horse. He goes, "Hi, Mom and Daddy, I'm got bucking Bronco. I'm bucking Bronco Billy. Goodbye." And he goes riding off into the dust. So that's the story of Bronco and Billy and getting his special Bronco Billy horse.
And you all just had birthdays, huh?
Yep.
Did everybody have a birthday soon?
Instead of Lillian's wait, they're still 4.
There are 4. Are they here?
No. They live at Forks.
Oh, but you're all 5?
Yep.
And you have birthdays in October and
I
November?
September. Mine is May 24th. Mine is September 30th. Mine is
6.
That's his
my
birthday. Happy birthday. You just had
You're
one
lucky.
and it's your birthday.
September 25th.
25th, and isn't Claire's the 26th? Lots of, I heard that they're all kind of close to age, but you're older and you're older. Are you already 5?
Yeah.
And then your birthday's May?
And I'm a little Elizabeth's the tallest. And I'm a little bit below.
You're in between everybody, aren't you? Younger, you mean?
No, Dawson's the littlest and Elizabeth's the biggest.
Is as far as height,
Yeah.
but not by age?
I'm medium.
You're medium.